Hey there, it's Pauline here from Subtl Beauty, and I'm super pumped to show you this really fast and easy tutorial on how to bring an eyeshadow look from day to night with Subtl's new Eyeshadow Duo. So if you're interested in learning how to do this with your duo, keep on watching. Right, so this is one of my favorite things to talk about because it's so easy, especially with these new Subtl products. So I have my face done as if I were, going out for a daytime look. I don't have anything on my eyes just yet. So I'm going to show you what I would do to go ahead and build out a quick little daytime look with Subtl's new duo plus a couple things from their stack. But then I'm going to show you how to amp it up at night. So my first step is going to make sure that I'm grabbing on to the new Subtl Beauty eyeshadow brush. This thing is pretty cool. It has two retractable edges, one with a fluffier, more angled brush, and then the other side has a bit more of a dense brush that you can really pack on some pigment with. My favorite way to start a look, whether it's day or night, is actually with the transition shade. So I'm going to actually go into the Subtl bronzer in the shade Warm, and I'm going to pick it up with that angled brush right here. Now, once I have some of that pigment on here, I'm going to just look down into a mirror, and I'm going to focus that. I'm going to actually turn the brush upward and have the point of the slant down, and I'm going to just swipe that into my crease. Now, you'll see the shade pick up pretty quickly. But the reason we're doing this is to, number one, just blend in our contour or bronze that we already have on our face with our eye look, especially for a daytime look. This is such a simple, easy way to bring some definition to the eye without, going too crazy. So even from this eye to this eye, you really can see the difference there. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. So now that we have that base down, I am going to go into my duo. I'm going to use the shade Nectar to stay with this kind of warm toned look that we have going. Summer's coming up, so it feels right. And what I'm actually going to do, the duos are great. They have one side that is a matte color and then another side that is a shimmer shade. So I'm actually going to pick up the shimmer shade with my finger. These are super pigmented. This is this really pretty gold. And I'm gonna just focus this right in the middle of my eye and focus that in like small little circles right on the inner and middle of my lid. You can really see that beautiful gold starting to pop. I'm gonna pick up a little more and just start to layer on top. And honestly, you could go out the door just like that. You have this beautiful, easy shade. You could go back in with that brush just to buff out that bronzer that you had started. But again, this is transitioning from the rest of your skin into the eye, and it's just this really beautiful, easy daytime look. So I'm going to go ahead and do it on the other eye. So there you can see how pretty and bright that is for daytime wear. You could literally just leave like this, throw some mascara on, and be on your way. However, the Nectar Duo does come with this bit of a deeper shade that is a little bit more pigmented than our bronzer, but it's still in that warm family. So I'm going to go in now with that other end of the Duo brush, and I'm going to pick up just a little bit of that matte pigment. Look how much payoff comes with this baby. I actually think, depending on your skin tone, the shade might look slightly different than it does on your skin than in the pan. So this is a great way to kind of test out what you're working with. But I'm just going to take a little bit of that leftover, and I'm gonna kind of follow the same shape that we made with the bronzer and just start in that outer corner, really pack in that pigment, and then I'm just gonna kind of brush it up and into that crease on top of that bronzer shade that we did, and just make really small little circles to buff this up and out. So I'm bringing some definition by pulling from that corner down along my lash line a little bit and back up. So we're kind of creating this upward lifted shape. I'm going to go under my bottom lash line with that shade as well. Then you can always flip over and keep buffing out with that other side. Any fallout you can always clean up with a little bit of your concealer. But hopefully you can see from side to side, like this eye is definitely amped up quite a bit more. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and we will have our final steps for a nighttime look complete. Always go in with your concealer once you're done to clean up any sort of fallout. I am using the Subtle Concealer in shade Arlington just on a flat brush. And I love that just to clean up any edges that I might not have gotten before. From here, you know we need to add some drama. So I'm going to go in with some mascara to really liven up this look. I always say add an extra layer of mascara if you want to go for a little bit of extra flare. To amp this up even more for nighttime, I might bring a little bit of that excess mascara down onto my bottom lashes just to give that under eye definition. And from there, I'm just gonna fill in my brows a little bit. From there, you can touch up your lip and cheek. I'm using Perfectly Pink right on the tops of my cheeks just to freshen me up for an evening out. And from there, you have a super simple day to night look using one of their new duos. You can do this, I'd say with all of their duos. I just used the shade Nectar tonight, but you can't go wrong with a shimmer, a little bit of definition, and some mascara, in my opinion. So hope this was helpful. And if you want to know more about our eyeshadow tricks, stay tuned for our eyeshadow masterclass coming up on May 17th. Bye, everyone.